Buongiorno, buongiorno a tutti amici di Altocorno. Continuiamo con la nostra partita di The Longest Journey, su cui abbiamo anche fatto una recensione. Ho visto che l'ultima diretta è terminata prima di quanto noi ci aspettassimo. Vediamo, ecco, così forse mi vedete un po' meglio, che non è che sia proprio io il protagonista, no? Sembra che l'ultima diretta si è fermata un po' prima del previsto. Dovevamo fare tutto quanto il capitolo, invece in realtà credo che ci siamo fermati un po' prima. Infatti mi sa che è durata 35 minuti la diretta. Stiamo un po' laggando, perché è normale, stiamo un po' laggando. Eccola qua. Vediamo un po' dove ci eravamo fermati e vediamo di ricominciare poi da quel punto, anche se credo di non aver salvato, di non avere un salvataggio idoneo da quelle parti. Eccola qua, vediamo dove ci siamo fermati. Sì, ci siamo fermati proprio quando apre l'entrata all'interno del portale. Sì, vediamo di riprendere, vediamo di riprendere da quel punto. In silenzio. Vediamo il gioco, una cosa un po' complicata, adesso ci attrezzeremo forse per fare un po' meglio tutta la situazione. Nel frattempo abbiamo implementato proprio su Altocorno anche la diretta. Io approfitto anche per vedere se funziona, se siamo in live. Riporto offline. Live, sì, no, funziona. Anche la nostra bella finestra su Altocorno direi che funziona. Beh, mi compiaccio. Sì, la nostra bella diretta funziona. C'è anche la chat dal vivo. Molto bene. Una volta che riusciamo a vedere una connessione più decente, direi che ci siamo. Molto molto bene. Però adesso la interrompiamo. Questa connessione non va, non riesce a dare un grande risultato di upload. Vabbè. Procediamo. Allora, eravamo arrivati al momento in cui April entrava al portale. Molto difficile ora risalire a quel momento, ma mi sa che è questo. Probabilmente è questo. Vediamo un po'. Sì. E questo fortunatamente l'ha salvato. Procediamo con la nostra avventura su Mercurio. Sì, è proprio questo punto qui.
Hello? Hi.
E tu? Emile, tu va?
Ascoltiamo in silenzio il
I
segreto.
don't understand.
Aku star kayan par. Aku kandi.
Good.
Good. Orta I beginning. Parasim tin you. You have Thiesa I magic I Sarah. Now you have allowed the magic to enter your heart, and the knowledge of all tongue. ever present but dormant, to guide your ears and your tongue.
I understand you. You speak English?
No, child. I do not speak English. I speak Naven, Altocorno.
Arcadia? Wait a second. How did I get here?
Oh, my manners have abandoned me yet again. I'm afraid my preoccupation with ancient texts and the company of my fellow fathers have left me unequipped.
Meaning...
That I have been rude. My name, dear child, is Tobias Grensred,
Signori,
and
vi
I am the
presento
Vestrum
Vest
of
of
the Sentinel,
Tobias.
the Order of the Balance.
Ok.
Okay. I'm April. April Ryan.
I take it this is your first shift, your first...
I have
No
no idea what you're
idea what
talking
you're
about,
talking
but I guess this is my first shift. I just...
Then I will explain everything.
Mentor? There's this guy Cortez. He...
Cortez? Ah, yes, Cortez. Very good, very good.
April capisce poco di quello che gli succede. Neanche noi insieme a lei, almeno la prima giocata. Diamo la prima occhiata a Mercurio. Vedete, la bellezza di questi streaming è che mentre oggigiorno nei canali vedete le persone gridare, bestemmiare, urlare, dire parolacce,
Explore
coprire quello
Marcuria,
che
April.
succede nel
See the
gioco,
sights,
in
meet the
realtà
people,
la
and then,
bellezza
when
è
you
nel
are
gioco.
ready, return to the temple.
Non dovrebbe essere la bellezza in
I
quello
will
che
answer
io
whatever
dovrei
questions you
dire
may have then.
o sclerare, come dicono oggi, per interessare il pubblico. La bellezza è nel gioco che giochiamo, almeno in un determinato tipo di giochi, no? Quindi in queste avventure faremo parlare più che altro del gioco, perché è il gioco che ci racconta la storia. Andiamo dentro e parliamo con
Excuse...
Tobias.
Tobias.
I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. Walking around out there, I kept thinking, it's all a dream. I'll wake up at any moment now and everything will return to normal. But then I realized, I'm still here. It's real. I can touch it. I can smell it. And you know what? It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense here. Magic, alien creatures, parallel worlds. I don't believe in those things. I don't believe in fairy tales.
In your world, in Stark, there is no room for magic. That is, and always has been, the curse of science, the fallibility of logic and order. They leave no room for the imagination. If it does not fit into the narrow perception of the laws of nature that your world adheres to, it's a fairy tale. But then, magic has its downsides too. It's unpredictable. It invites chaos. It puts the
I keep hearing about the balance and about Stark and Arcadia, and this is probably going to sound strange to you, but I'm clueless. I have no idea what this place is or what I'm doing here, or all I know is that something strange is happening, and I had dreams, and the dreams felt so real, and then things started happening in real life too. Things that couldn't happen.
I think I will begin at the very beginning. I believe that is why you were sent here, to learn, to understand, to see for yourself. Like you said, you cannot believe in this place. Well, you will. After you have learned the truth, you will. Come with me, and I will tell you the story of Earth as your books never have. And when your eyes and ears are open to the truth, perhaps your mind will follow. This is the true story of the balance, as observed by the Sentinel, the Order of the Balance, the Fathers. The Sentinel Minstrum committed this story to the pages of the scriptures and to these temple walls thousands of years ago, so that coming generations, the wall paintings we are looking at, became known as the murals of the balance. And it is through these images that I will recount our common history to you, April Ryan. The story begins and ends here, with this mural.
Facci sentire la storia è bellissima.
Ages to come, the earth was one, and magic and science existed side by side in nature and in all people. There was balance, and there was harmony.
You're saying there was just one world then?
One world, one Earth. Magic and science in balance with each other, within each and every living creature. The power to make the stars dance and to create life itself was within our grasp. But then, humankind began to exploit this divine power of two, and they saw fit to use it for their own selfish purposes. The balance of the cosmos was in peril. Unless something was done, unless man was humbled and
È successo
learned to
qualcosa.
fear the power he wrought over cosmos,
Io l'ho letta 1000
the
volte
twilight
questa
of
storia,
chaos
eppure
would fall
è
upon Earth.
bellissima.
It had happened before, in distant times and on distant worlds, and it would happen again.
Molto, molto tempo
And
fa,
every
migliaia di anni
man,
fa, la
woman,
Terra
and
era una
child of
sola,
every
dove
people
esistevano
and
in
every race would be
armonia,
devoured
in
by the coming
equilibrio, che è
apocalypse.
la chiave del gioco, the
We
balance,
were given a visitation then.
magia e
The
scienza.
drag kin, having lived among us for untold
La
generations,
avidità degli
rose to
uomini ha
offer their
iniziato
guidance
a
and
voler
assistance in
appropriarsi di
preserving the
questo
balance on our
potere,
world.
queste due forze. Quindi è stato necessario prendere delle azioni per salvaguardare l'equilibrio, il balance. Così con l'aiuto dei draghi,
The Drag? I think I've heard that name
the
before.
Drag King,
Dragkin, Draken, Dragons, whichever name they go by, they remain the eternal servants and custodians of the balance. There were 4 of them here on Earth, and of the 4, one who would found the order of the balance, the Sentinel. The first minstrel were instructed that magic and science would have to be separated before the balance collapsed and brought untold disaster. Earth would have to be split in 2 equal parts. Arcadia and Stark, magic and science,
quindi il mondo è stato diviso in
chaos
due,
and order.
divisa
The first
la logica
Sentinel
dalla
were
magia.
counted 13, 6 scientists,
I
6
draghi ha
magicians, and one who
raccolto
was between, the
13
Drag
persone,
Kin,
6
our mentor,
maghi, 6
our
scienziati
custodian,
e una persona
our
che avrebbe
learned
avuto
guide.
invece il
Both magic
compito
and science
di
were needed to perform this most
presiedere al
difficult of
bilancio
tasks,
dei due mondi,
to
il
split the
guardiano.
world in 2, to create 2 worlds from one.
Wasn't the use of that kind of power dangerous to the balance?
Yes, and so for this purpose, they built
Visto
a
che il
tower to
processo di
channel
separare
their
i due
powers
mondi
and
naturalmente era
focus
molto
them on the
pericoloso,
divide that they would create.
è stato
The king
creato
had brought a
una
disc with them,
torre, un
a
luogo
disc
fisico
forged in the
dove
fire of their
poter
world.
svolgere questo rito e dove questi fossi
Placed
potevano
at the
venire
base of the
controllati.
tower,
Il reame del
and the
guardiano.
epicenter of the divide, the disc and the tower would become one, a conduit for the flow of magic and science. At the appointed hour, the 13 came to the tower, and with them a woman. She would be the first guardian, the human protector of the balance, who would stay in the tower for 1,000 years to watch over the 2 worlds and to ensure that the flows of magic and science were always equal. And so the ritual began. One world was to become 2, separated by the balance, and each world visible to the other only by way of dreams. Who was ushered into which world was not enough for the magical creatures. The choice was simple. They had to go to Arcadia. Their kind would not survive in Stark. But for others, families were torn apart, encircled by the 12 and the one who would be guardian. The disc at the base of the tower began to spin faster and faster.
C'era un disco alla base della torre, del luogo fisico dove è stato fatto il rito nel reame del guardiano, la torre del guardiano. Un disco in cui venivano convogliate tutte le energie necessarie per separare magia dalla scienza, per separare i due mondi.
And in one moment, a new reality had been created. In the tower there was silence. The original disc had disappeared, and in its place was a smaller counterpart. They were now between Stark and Arcadia, between reality and dream. This was the realm of the balance and of the guardian. The one who was kin picked up the disc and said, "This disc is a counterpart to the original disc, which has now
Il disco
become
originale fu
this
sostituito
realm, and the key to which
da
has
un
been
altro
split
disco.
and divided in 4.
Il disco
The
originale
key
è
is the
stato
disc, And the disk is this
diviso in
realm.
4 parti.
This mystified the 12, and the one who was kin continued. But nor can it be repaired
Abbiamo
without
visto
the disk
all'inizio
being
dell'introduzione che
repaired.
c'è un disco che si rompe.
The 4 pieces, that is the key, will be given to the 6 of you who are to be taken to Arcadia for
Quindi
safekeeping.
il disco è stato diviso in 4 parti.
Yet the
Questo
key will
originale.
never be complete, he went
Per
on.
completarlo dovrebbero
Without the
essere
precious
riunite queste
stones
4
that
parti di
adorn
questo
each
disco
piece,
insieme
I will keep one,
alle
and my
4
fellow
gemme
kin, the
che
3
poi
others.
sono state divise fra i
Should the
4
day
draghi.
come, with that, 6 of the 13 went to Arcadia,
Dopo il
and 6 to
rituale,
Stark,
6
and the one who would be guardian ascended
degli
to the throne,
originali partecipanti al rito sono andati su
where
Stark,
her dreams
6 sono
and
andati su
hopes,
Arcadia,
her
quindi gli
very
scienziati
soul
su
were
Stark
locked away in the
e i
disk.
maghi su Arcadia.
In service of the balance, these traits were nothing but barriers. Through new eyes, the imbalance between the worlds was as clear. She channeled chaos from Arcadia
In mezzo,
and
il
logic from
guardiano
Stark into the disk,
convoglia le
and
energie
redistributed the
magiche
power
da una parte
wherever it was
all'altra,
needed.
così come la scienza,
A
per
new
mantenere
era
in
had
equilibrio i due
begun,
mondi, in modo che
the era of the
il
Guardian.
surplus di magia di Stark venisse riportato in
After
Arcadia e
they left the
viceversa.
tower, 2 of the Drakkin went to Stark, the
2
other 2
draghi
to
andarono su
Arcadia.
Stark, 2 draghi
The 6
rimasero
who
su
came
Arcadia.
to each world started what is now known as the Sentinel, the Order of the Balance.
E i
But
6
while in
partecipanti al
Arcadia
rito, i
the
6
Sentinel
scienziati e i 6 maghi,
thrived, in
iniziarono
Stark they did not.
ad essere le
In Stark, the
sentinelle.
memories of magic and the balance could not survive in the face of the new reality of
Mentre
natural
su Stark
laws of
invece
logic and of
le
science.
sentinelle
And
subito
soon, very
cominciarono ad essere
soon,
corrotte, su Arcadia
Arcadia
continuarono invece il
became
loro lavoro
nothing
di
more than
protezione.
legend, a myth, tales of fairies to
Così, dopo
recount to
tutti questi anni,
impressionable children. And while dreams still brought sights and sounds of Arcadia,
So that's it?
su
We
Stark
forgot about our
avevano
past and about
dimenticato l'esistenza
Arcadia?
di Arcadia.
And that's the way things
E
are? Then what's wrong with that?
that is another long story. As I told you, while in Arcadia,
cosa succede?
the Sentinel
Succede che
grew
su
in
Stark
numbers and in strength. In Stark,
successori di
while
questi 6
flourishing
scienziati
for a brief time,
che
they were soon diminished and
parteciparono al
powerless.
Regina Nido per dividere i mondi,
Some of the Stark Sentinel did not take
sono
kindly to this,
divise dalla
and they
loro
berated the
controparte di
Arcadian
Arcadia,
Sentinel for their
quindi hanno
politics and
iniziato a
teachings.
voler prendere il
The
potere,
Stark
come gli
Sentinel
esseri umani
wanted
all'inizio
people
di
to
tutta questa
work
storia,
towards reunification,
e
so the
quindi
inevitable soon came to pass. And the Stark, over the years, it changed radically. The Vanguard wanted the
volevano
divide torn down,
eliminare
the
questa
worlds
divisione dei mondi.
reunited. But first they needed their own servant in charge of the balance, their own guardian.
Quindi il loro scopo è diventato quello di
Now,
sostituire
every
il
1,000
guardiano in modo che
years, a new
diventasse
guardian took the
il
place of
loro
the old
adepto.
one, because no one can be separated
Per
from their
questo,
souls for any
dopo
longer than 1,000 years.
1000
Every
anni,
1,000 years, a new guardian
ogni
was
1000 anni il
born.
guardiano doveva essere
The balance
sostituito da un nuovo
provided the seed
guardiano.
from which a new fruit grew. But now, it has been
Ma sono
200
già
years since
200
the
anni che
previous
sono passati
guardian.
1000 anni entro
The
cui
12th
l'ultimo guardiano
guardian
doveva essere
was to be
sostituito.
replaced. Every new
Quindi non
child
potendo più
born to the
sopportare
balance has been
l'onere
taken
di
away
tutto
by the
questo tempo,
Vanguard
il guardiano
to
se
be
n'è andato,
studied
l'abbiamo visto
in an attempt to
nell'introduzione.
control them. In every instance, so
Quell'essere,
far,
quella
they had
persona
failed.
che prende
But the
cognizione di sé
12th
e
guardian could
scende
wait no longer.
dal suo ruolo,
Only a short time
causando
ago,
poi
the
il
disk in the
blocco
tower shattered,
della-
and the guardian left his
del suo ruolo,
throne.
quello di
The balance is now
mantenere l'equilibrio
untended,
fra i due mondi.
and they may be able to place their own puppet on the. Now do you see?
I understand the history. I can even accept it. But I don't understand why I'm here and what Cortez wants.
The balance is in peril, April. The guardian has abandoned his tower. He has disappeared, and there is no one to take his.
And what can I do?
You are a strong shifter. I have not seen your like in my life.
A shifter?
Someone capable of opening doors between worlds. A shift. A portal between the realms of Stark.
Are you kidding? I didn't do anything. Cortez was the one who opened it.
Only a shifter's own power can allow her to travel. No one else can do this for her. Cortez only channeled your power to aid you.
Even if that's true, I don't have any control.
Not yet. But in time you will.
God, I hadn't even thought about that yet.
I'm afraid not. Even if I could shift, I would not be able to channel through you like Cortez did.
So, I'm on my...
If you have any questions, I will...
That's so...
No, it has been unseasonably warm. If you don't mind, I will return to my studies now.
No, thank you.
That is good news.
Dobbiamo tornare. Dobbiamo chiudere questa prima parte del nostro primo shift su Arcadia. Dobbiamo chiedere per ritornare dove Brian Westhouse.
Excuse me. Do you know a man?
Westhouse? That old goat?
I need to find.
I do not know where he lives. I hear somewhere on the outside.
Who'd know?
His whereabouts? I do not understand what you would with him.
Cortez told me.
Well, I do not.
What do you know about Cortez?
Your mentor?
Not much. Nothing, in fact.
To learn something about someone, the best.
But who is?
He is who he is, what he is. If he has not told you himself, then perhaps he does not wish you to know. It would
Comincia a
be
essere dei
improper for
misteri
me to
intorno a
divulge his
Cortez.
secrets.
You're as bad as he is.
I understand. The next time you see him, tell him what you have told me.
I'll see you later.
You will?
Evitiamo il papiro su come è fatta Arcadia, dove sono costruiti. Se chiedete, Beston Tobias vi spiega anche la geografia di Arcadia, tutto il resto. C'è una subcreazione molto potente a questo gioco. Per giocare a Westhouse dobbiamo chiedere al mercante di
Maps, I got maps. Can I interest you in a map, miss? Top knot?
How much?
That depends, miss.
I'm looking for Brian.
Briar,
It's a man,
Non lo
not a.
conosce.
I would most.
No man.
Fair enough.
Quindi torniamo da Tobias e chiedergli perché non lo conosce. Evidentemente c'è qualcosa che non va.
Excuse me. Who did you say I should?
The map merchant at the market may know. There is one in the city. He is known as the Rolling Man. Because
A bicycle?
perhaps
Rolling Man.
I'll see you.
you keep.
Map?
Can you tell me where?
Maybe, maybe not.
Because I need to find.
Sorry.